Hello, everybody, and welcome into Cardinal Football here on UDTV. My name is Brian Mermelstein alongside Charlie Ugg, and we are here at Norristown Area High School for the first game of the season in the Battle of the Birds between the Cardinals of Upper Dublin and the Eagles of Norristown High School, coming up next on UDTV. The colors have been presented, the anthem has been played, and we are ready for the 2018 Upper Dublin football season to begin. And we are in store for a lot of new things in the 2018 season, including the end of the Gimbal era on offense and ushering in the 2-year Slivka era. Charlie?
Yeah, and this is something we should all be looking forward to. We caught glimpses of Slivka's arm during the playoffs and late in the season last year when Gimbal would get hurt or come out, and now it's his time. He has the bulk of the he is starting now, so he has the bulk of the plays. He will be the number one option on this Upper Dublin team, and he's ready to go. I've been talking to him this summer. He's been working really hard. He's getting ready for the season. I think we're looking for a breakout season for the young kid.
I had the pleasure to join some of the Upper Dublin players at a practice they had over the summer at Spark, just throwing and practicing, and let me tell you, these guys look really good. But the Cardinals are going to start on defense for this game with senior kicker Chris Barbera set to kick the ball away. He struggled the past 2 years a little bit, but this year he is poised and determined to make this his best season yet.
Are we ready for some football?
And the 2018 season is underway. Kickoff is caught by number 23, Xavier Gorski, and Upper Dublin comes up with a football. A forced fumble, and Upper Dublin will start on offense.
And there's really no better way to start off your season than that, kicking it off and getting the ball back in the first couple seconds of the season. Great special teams effort there by the Cardinals.
And now we'll see the Slivka era begin even before we thought we would. Cardinals will get the ball on the 23, and we're going to see this offense for the first time of the season, including the, biggest, most figuratively and literally, Quinton Durr back from injury from last season, a key piece. But the Cardinals start out with Novak in the backfield and Slivka in the gun. Throws out wide to Roselli. Breaks some tackles. Lucas Roselli is still on his feet, and he's going to fall at about the 13-yard line.
And that's what this Upper Dublin offense brings. They have a really good running back core. We've talked about Slivka, the quarterback. They have lots of good senior wide receivers, so it is a very explosive offense that we have here. We're looking for big things from this offense.
Ball going at the 12-yard line. First and 10.
Four receivers set. Roselli in motion. Slivka rolling to his right. Throws it on the ground, intended for Zlotnikov.
This pass is incomplete.
Every receiver that you see out there now is a senior, so they have a very experienced offense, except for junior at quarterback, but the line and the receivers are mostly seniors. So they know what it takes to get a win in this league.
Well, Charlie, it's funny you say that because Norristown is not in the Suburban 1. They are in the Pioneer Athletic Conference. They actually moved out of Suburban 1 because of the commute it is to take here. But we see Roselli in the backfield where he was a lot of last season for the first time. And we'll see what the Cardinals go with here. The give is to Novak, up the gut, and he gets a couple yards. The wrestler coming over to the football field for, I believe, his first season on varsity, and he is already going to be thrust into a key role. Big body, running downhill, and he's going to do big things for this Upper Dublin offense.
Being a wrestler and his body type, he is a great body type for a fullback. He's big from wrestling. He's fast. He's quick. I'm surprised his first season playing. He has what it takes to be a fullback on this team. As you can see, he's starting now.
Balassa in motion. Slifka rolls to his right, looking to the end zone. Finds Balassa, who is in for the touchdown. Cardinals on the board first as Brody Balassa squeaks his way in for the touchdown.
And there we see our first score, and it was a nice one. Slivka ran out to his right, found his tight end on a nice little corner route right into the front of the end zone. He found him open, and he's able to dive in and get it over the line.
Just over a minute into the season, and Upper Dublin is already on the board and leading, pending the extra point. And Barbera puts it through the uprights, and the kick is good. Now, what we really should be focused on is the holder there, number 31, Nolan Reap, doing a great job getting the ball down on that small tee. Charlie saw firsthand before the game even started. That is a small surface to try to place that ball on when you're facing those guys coming at you trying to block the kick.
It is. I wasn't exactly sure what it was at first. It's something you wouldn't expect it to be a tee, but now that you explain it to me, I do understand more that you catch it and you put it on, he kicks it off it. But it does help it's on an angle so that your foot is able to get underneath the ball and kick it upwards. It's a very smart invention that they have for this kicking tee.
Upper Dublin will line up, and we will do it again. And maybe, who knows, maybe they'll force another fumble on the kick. But we will have to see and wait and find out. Norristown, no stickers on their helmets. Upper Dublin actually just got their stickers today before the game, but Norristown going stickerless for today's contest. Oh, onside kick. What is that? Oh, wow. Reap was right there and could not get a hold of it. And an aggressive play that I can't say I'm too surprised by from the Cardinals.
Yeah, with a coach like Brett Stover, he's a very seasoned coach. He knows what it takes. That's just a smart play. They're not expecting it. They got a fumble recovery on the first kick. They're trying to do their best to prevent that from happening again, and they're going to come and try to surprise him with an onside kick. It almost worked, went right through his hands, but it's just a great strategy coming in the first couple minutes of the game here.
We see the Norristown quarterback for the first time, and it is a run play out of the backfield, and Novak does a great job of wrapping him up. Heim is stoked. And that was number 22 on the carry, Larry Hill, the senior.
Gain of 1 on the play. 2nd and 9 for the Eagles.
Looked like a little bit early movement there, but Haynes wraps up and makes the tackle on Christian Thomas. He's listed here as 6'4", 215 junior. Now, I don't really have much perception from the press box, but that would be impressive if those were true stats. And actually, it does look like he's 6'4". That is a tall junior.
He is a big kid. He might be someone they have to look out for. Not much scouting report here, this being the first game. So I saw the coaches. They're all towards the half line trying to watch the pregame warm-ups for this team, see who the threats are, see who they have to watch out for. And I'm sure they wrote his name down.
If you're a frequent viewer of the show, you might Norristown takes an early timeout, but we're going to stay with you here. Something you might be confused about is you do not see first-team All-League safety Mike Slifka roaming the secondary. Coach Stover does not want him to get injured, wants him to stay safe, and replacing him will be Brian McCary, number 11. A lot of experience in football. Took the year off last year, but is a seasoned football player and is ready to take over that big role.
He has been playing his whole life. I did have the pleasure of playing with him in our freshman season. He's a great football player. He knows what he's doing. Has a good head about him. He did take his season off last year. He does a lot of other sports, needs some time off to focus on those. Gladly he is back this year, and he is a big presence back there at safety.
It's always been the McCary and Slifka show as they were coming up, and this year will be no different. So quick timeout over, and Norristown takes the field for a third down. Third and short situation. The first down is at the 40-yard line. Norristown looking at a goal line set here to try to punch it in. Through. The give in the backfield, and he's bottled up before the line of scrimmage, and they're still pushing. And it looks like he's going to be short of the first down. And he's short. Fourth down coming up, and Norristown is going to not even hesitate and keep the offense on the field.
Gain of 2 on the play. Fourth and short for the Eagles.
Nick Nafoli, the quarterback, number 1. Sophomore quarterback being thrust into the spotlight. Maybe. Yeah, Nick Dinolfi. More on that in a second. Jumbo set for the 4th and short. And the sneak, and it looks like he got it. Not much you can do there on the sneak. He really just got all he needed was a little bit, and that's just about all he got.
You can't be too frustrated about that, though. They only did give up about a yard, maybe a yard and a half. Although he did get the first down, I mean, they held him to very short yardage, and they're still behind the 50-yard line.
This Upper Dublin line highlighted by Novak, Stelly, and Brian Durr with Zlotnikov on the end. And up the middle, and he gets to about the 45-yard line, gain of 4 for Norristown. It looks like they're going to go hurry up offense. No, just kidding. Early on, it does not look like Norristown is prepared for much of a passing attack tonight.
And you have to wonder if that has something to do with the quarterback or the wide receivers, or if their running back core is just that good in their offensive line. But either way, this front 3 for Upper Dublin is very good at stopping the run.
You'll notice Durr is not out there, lightening the load early, keeping him on offense, but eventually he should, hopefully, end up on the defensive end of the ball. Dinolfo takes the snap up the middle, and the back is brought down. That's number 33 at the carry. Rashidi Santos, the 6'1 junior fullback. And that's his second carry of the game. Looks like he's a popular target for this Norristown Eagles team. A lot of two-way players on this Upper Dublin team, so you're going to see them catching a rest anytime they can, but they're ready to play. Big third down here at midfield. Dinolfi They hand off, and he is stopped immediately and brought down by a swarm of Cardinals. Larry Hill on the carry. Upper Dublin said no.
Bloss was there leading the charge. Just got a full head of steam and just beat every blocker and just got right back to him and able to hit him behind the line of scrimmage, make him lose a couple yards, and it's now 4th down.
4th and 4 for the Eagles.
They bring out the punt unit, and number 14 looks like A, more of a wide receiver, and B, is not listed on our roster. So we'll see how good this is, and then maybe if it's good, we'll learn his name. Mike Slifka back to return. The punt is away, and a good punt, and Slifka returns it, or catches it. We saw a lot of last year, Mike Slifka just taking the fair catch, but he is good at getting under the ball and just, making sure we don't have any silly fumbles like the one Norristown had on the first play of the game.
He is very quick and shifty, so I'm glad to see that they kept him there. They took him out of safety, but they are keeping him back at punt returner and presumably kick returner too. We haven't been able to see it yet this game. But if he is able to get a return, he's very dangerous in the open field.
And he's a big body, so he will run some kids over. First down on the Cardinals' 30. Roselli behind Slifka. Novak to his right, and that was definitely some movement by the Cardinals. 3 flags out. Wow. You think the other refs are jealous that the one threw his?
Maybe it was just that obvious. A lot of guys moved on that line.
Five-yard penalty.
Also something to note, during the scrimmage last Saturday, which Upper Dublin beat Souderton 19-0 in 2 quarters of play, Mike Slifka is going no glove for today's contest. He wore one glove on his left hand at the scrimmage. No glove today. Fake to Novak over the top to Balassa, who, the ball is out and Norristown has it. Two early turnovers, and Balassa's not going to be happy about that one.
An unfortunate turn of events there. They were able to capitalize on a turnover at the beginning of the game, and now they turn it right back over here. It was a beautifully drawn-out play, just a little Balassa just kind of ran straight forward. Slifka hit him with a perfect pass. Fortunately, ran into 2 defenders in the open field, and one was able to strip the ball from him just in front of the first down marker.
Rashid on the fumble recovery. 1st and 10 Eagles.
Norristown's offense back out, presumably in a run formation. Dinalfo fakes, throws, and you do not want to throw it onto Roselli Island because that just so happens to be a no-fly zone according to the FAA. So don't know why he's doing that, but I'm sure the quarterback learned his lesson there. Just about 5 minutes and some change remaining in the first quarter of play. We've seen 2 turnovers already and a score by the Cardinals in the first minute, but Norristown in Cardinal territory threatening. Trips right for Norristown. Toss. Oh, and Zlotnikov misses a tackle, but he gets back to the line of scrimmage. Zaire Haynes on the carry.
Pitch to Haynes. No gain on the play. 3rd and 10 for the Eagles.
3rd and 10 for Norristown coming up. We see Ryan Jamison taking the field on the defensive line. Brother of Jack Jamison, but different position, of course. Dinalfo takes the snap. The give is to Haynes, and he tries to find the outside, and he does not. Well, he does, but did not get the first down.
Haynes on the sweep.
Cardinals' front line has been doing a good job of stopping the run. Besides that play, they've been getting into a backfield a lot of times, stopping the run before they get to the line of scrimmage. That time they were able to prevent them getting a first down, but they did pick up about 5 yards on that run.
4th and 5, and it looks like Norristown is going to go for it. I guess they don't have a lot of faith in their punter or field goal kicker in this range, but they're going to go for it on a big 4th down here. 5 yards to gain. Trips right for Norristown. Rolling to his right is Donalfo. Throws over the head and is caught by Travis Cummings, the sophomore. And what a lucky play that was.
Yeah, it bounced off the tip of one player's hands. He's able to catch it on the rebound. Do you know why they called him down? Was he out of bounds? Or?
No, I believe his knee was on the ground when he caught it, so they rolled the ball down when he caught it.
Doesn't someone have to touch you for that?
I don't know. Donalfo takes the snap. The give is to Kirk Wilson, their leading rusher from last season. 6 foot 190, and gets a little gain there.
Getting a yard on the play. 2nd and 9.
Is there a play clock here? Donalfo takes a snap, looks right, and it's batted down at the line by Logan Heim. No, it was not Logan Heim. That would be
Number 13, Christian Thomas.
Johnny Kolbrenner out on defense. The sophomore
3rd and 9 for the Eagles.
did not know he was playing today. Baseball player primarily,
3rd and 9 for the Eagles. Let's go.
3rd and 9 for the Eagles, if you couldn't already hear it. Apologize for the ambient noise. It is not up to us what you guys hear. 3rd and long for Norristown. I believe they're out of field goal range, although they are on the 25. Donalfo rolling to his left, looking, fires to the end zone, and it is missed by... I can't tell who that is. That would be number 29, Travis Cummings.
Number 29, Travis
Brian McCary
Cummings.
did a great job there, hunting down the ball, making sure Cummings didn't catch it. But he also got lucky he didn't get called for PI.
Almost a PI there, but he did keep his distance a little bit. Maybe a foot caught him at the end, tripped him up. But other than that, he did a good job. But here we see Mike Slivka coming in, playing safety for the first time in this game, giving Brian McCary a rest.
Fourth and long for Norristown. Trips to the left. Donalfo takes the snap, rolling, fires to the end zone, and incomplete. Roselli got away with a little hit there at the end, but it's going to be a turnover on downs, and Upper Dublin is going to take possession on their own 24-yard line, and a great defensive stand for Upper Dublin.
Yeah, they did a good job of stopping them there on that last possession. They're right about where they were last time when they committed that turnover. Let's see if they're able to go the length of the field this time and score once more.
Ball's marked at the 24-yard line of the Cardinals.
Mike, I've got to say, Charlie, I've got to say, this game is moving a lot slower than I expected. It just seems like everything's taking longer than it used to, but we're winning, so. Time flies when you're winning, right? That's what they say.
Some probably say that, yeah, maybe.
Jumbo package for Upper Dublin. Some movement there, no call, and Roselli sneaks through and finds some extra yards after contact.
Slipka's hand up to Roselli.
Roselli, the number 2 rusher from last year behind Malik Bootman, really going to look to step up into a bigger role
2nd and 10 for the Cards.
behind Slivka in the running attack.
Yeah, running behind a guy like Malik Bootman, you're going to get touches, but he is going to carry the bulk of the load. This year, Lucas Roselli is definitely going to get a lot of the runs. He's a shifty guy. He's able to catch it out of the backfield. He's able to run. He's a vertical and horizontal runner. He can do pretty much everything on the field. We see not many yards picked up there. It's going to be 3rd down after the Novak carry picks up about nothing.
Gain of 3 on the play. 3rd and 7 for the Cards.
We have 3rd and 7 coming up here.
Slivka rolling to his right. Switching fields, and he's going to find some room and fall forward for the 1st down.
Slipka scrambles. It appears he has enough for a Cardinals 1st down.
And that's what he can do. Much like Gimbel, when you get in trouble, he's able to use his feet and get away. That time he was able to pick up the 1st down using his feet. Could have been bad news. He was brought back probably about 7 or 8 yards behind the line of scrimmage. He's able to beat a couple guys, get through, and pick up the 1st down.
1st and 10 Cards.
1st down for Upper Dublin. Slivka changing up the play a little bit at the line of scrimmage. Drops, fires deep for Haynes. Haynes gets under it, and he's going to be in for the touchdown. Eagles nowhere near him, and Haynes waltzes into the end zone to put Upper Dublin up 13-0.
And so far, Slivka has 2 touchdown throws already under his belt in his 1st year starting. I feel like we're going to be seeing that connection a lot this year. The explosiveness of Haynes and the arm on Slivka is going to result in many touchdowns this season.
Man, what a pass, what a catch. Great all-around offensive play to put Upper Dublin up by 2 scores pending the extra point. Picture perfect just as they drew it up.
Barbera can attempt the extra point.
And he puts it through. Upper Dublin up 14-0.
As you saw on that play, one of Haynes' biggest points, one of his biggest, highest,
one of his best attributes is
that's good enough for me. All right. Yeah, one of his biggest attributes is his speed. He's able to blow by a lot of defenders. We saw it last season. He can do it on both the defensive end and the offensive end. He can cover, and he can blow by his defenders and get into the open field. And with a quarterback like Slivka, he's going to have a great season this year receiving. And we'll probably see a lot more touchdowns from him in the future.
Make that touchdown number 1 for Selvin Haynes. Mike Slivka with 2 throwing touchdowns, and we are still in the 1st quarter of play. Either he is going to pad his stats, or we're going to see the backup, Adam Overton, new to the quarterback position, but taking over in the backup position for the Cardinals.
Adam Overton has not played a game of quarterback ever, in the main stage, but
No, ever.
I know I've played with him
Really?
on the Sparks field with a bunch of our friends. We were out there. He would throw me some balls. So if he gets the start, I guess I could say I helped him with his quarterback career a little bit.
And Barbera kicks it off. Normal kickoff, none of those onside shenanigans this time. And Norristown has trouble holding on to the kickoff, and he gets clocked in the backfield by... Who is number... Jake Rossman, the Punisher. Punishes number 26, Xavier Medina.
Rossman on the tackle. Ball's marked at the Eagles' 12-yard line. First and 10 for the Eagles.
So Norristown will take over on offense and see what they can do and try to get themselves on the board before the end of this first quarter. But with 37 seconds left, that could be hard. Timeout Upper Dublin, and we are going to take a break with 37.5 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Upper Dublin up by 14.
This is UDTV.
First down for Norristown. In a run set, no receivers. Bro, what? Whistle on the play. We have not seen a snap in some time. Encroachment on the Cardinals.
Against the Cardinals.
And it's going to move them back 5 yards. It's really only a penalty I see in Madden. I don't think I've ever seen that in a high school game. But, you know, the advantage about this game being played at Norristown, such a small venue, is you can actually hear the referee make the call. Or at least a little bit, which is what I heard. First and short for Norristown. Up the middle.
And off his hand off to Haynes.
Zaire Haynes gets a few. Upper Dublin's defense has been looking a little sluggish early on.
Second and 1 for the Eagles.
Second and 1 for Norristown on their own 22. Oh my God. Can there be more penalties in the first quarter? What happened? Oh, the clock expired. Jesus. Clock expired, 14-0 at the end of the first quarter. Stay tuned for the second quarter here on UDTV.
We compete in the first tech challenge against other robots in a tournament fashion to complete certain objectives. This year's challenge is called Relic Recovery. It's all really cool and it gives us hands-on experience with building and programming robots for specific purposes.
It's a good experience for a lot of engineering people as well as computer science people. There's programming involved, electronics, and actual designing.
Robots, you know.
Oh boy, there are so many classes to choose from. I don't know which one to pick.
Do you want to know the best class to join this year?
Of course. I think I will join the UDTV.
We're back for the second quarter of play here from Norristown Area High School. 35 minutes that first quarter took. In real time, not game time. That would be 12 minutes. Felt a lot longer than that. Second and 1 for the Eagles. And he gets the first down. Courtney, don't zoom. Josh. Courtney.
Is enough for an Eagles first down.
I see you on the zoom wheel. Don't zoom. That was enough for an Eagles first down. Upper Dublin really testing their depth here early on. And a hot
Ball
one.
is fired at the 24-yard
Game
line,
started at
Eagles.
5 because of the lack of lights here at Norristown. And Upper Dublin's going to have to keep their guys fresh, ready, energized, and ready to win. First down for Norristown. Colbrenner on the pass rush. And after trying to get a little cute, Travis Cummings is taken down for a gain of 3.
Able to break a couple tackles there, caught the ball, broke 2, ran up, broke another one, then was eventually taken down by about 3 Cardinals defenders for a pickup of 2.
Gain of 4 in the play. 2nd and 6 for the Eagles.
In that first quarter, Mike Slifka 4 for 5 passing, 65 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Thank you to our statistician, Ed Morlock, for those stats for PA Prep Live. Delayed handoff. He gets hit for a short gain. Norristown really leaning on their run game early on in this contest.
You saw Mon or Lena getting in on that.
Gain of 2 on the play.
Listed as 6'3". It cut out. All right.
Third
you hear now?
and 4 for the Eagles.
Continue.
Mon is junior on this team. He's offensive lineman and a defensive lineman. He's listed at 6'3", 255. If he plays his potential, he could be a huge part of this offensive and defensive line for the Cardinals.
Takes a snap, looking to his right, fires. Could have been picked off by Micah Bootman roaming the secondary.
Take the receiver number 22, Larry Hill. Fourth and 4 for the Eagles.
Micah Bootman out there. I didn't expect to see him. Little brother of Malik Bootman.
Santino on the punt.
In fact, back when I played for the White Sox in T-ball, I had both of the Bootman duo on the White Sox of the UDHS T-ball, and Upper Dublin calls timeout.
Timeout charge to the Cardinals.
We're going to stay with you through this timeout. Upper Dublin up 14-0 on Norristown. Charlie, what are your first impressions after the first quarter of play?
The defensive line has looked good. There are going to be runs, rushes that get through. You can't stop everything. But the defensive line, what I'm most impressed with is probably the offense. There weren't too many rushes, but like Slivka, as you said, already 4 for 5 with 2 touchdowns. The wide receiving core has looked good. Brody Balasa caught a touchdown. Selvin Haynes caught a touchdown. It's a little early to tell, but this game is looking like it could be the Cardinals to lose.
Jason Scott yet to be targeted for a pass. We'll see that soon enough. And we have the special teams unit coming on. A lot of underclassmen you see here. And let's see what they can do. Punt by Santino is a wobbler. And Roselli is just going to let it go. Oh, my gosh, and it stays in bounds. Wow. Looked like it was rolling right out, and it stayed in. When you have a football with that shape, unpredictable.
Ball's right at the 33-yard line of the Cardinals.
Looks like Brian McCary coming out on the offense for the first time tonight. McCary on the bottom of your screen, Scott at the top, Slifka, Novak, and Roselli in the backfield. Slifka takes the snap. The give is to Novak, who finds a hole and is going to keep pushing for a gain of 7 yards. Explosive back he is.
Novak.
Yeah, we don't really know what it's going to be like. It's his first year we're seeing him in action. But as it looks so far, he looks like he's a strong back. He's able to use his legs and pick up extra yards when he has defenders on him.
Gain is 7 on the play.
He started working out with the high school wrestling team when he was in 7th grade, coming to their workouts. Wrestling is his main sport, his main love, but his skills can also be used on the football field, and Upper Dublin is very glad that he joined the squad this year. Give is to Roselli this time. He finds a hole, and he's still running. Breaks some tackles, and he's into the open field. 20, 10, 5, touchdown Cardinals. Lucas Roselli weaves through all of Norristown's defense and finds the end zone for the touchdown.
I mentioned it earlier. That's what he can do. He has speed on him that almost no one can match. And to go along with that, he's able to break tackles, slide through the defense. He's like a greased-up squirrel out there. He's able to find his way through holes, through defenders, and he just ran for about a lot of yards to score that touchdown.
Greased up squirrel might be the best analogy I've ever heard on a football broadcast. Barbera puts it through. Upper Dublin up by 3 scores. 21-0 in favor of the Cardinals.
8:42 left in the first half.
What a way to start the game.
Cardinals 21, and your Norristown Eagles 0.
60-yard TD on the official stat from our official statistician. And that is 2 scores over 55 yards. 60-yard rushing touchdown and a 65-yard receiving touchdown to Selvin Haynes. The long ball is in effect for Upper Dublin, and when you have an arm like Slivka, you're going to see a lot of long plays, and hopefully it keeps coming as the weeks go on.
Next Friday starts the Battle of the Bridge, where Norristown will compete against Upper Marion in all of its fall sport activities.
Speaking of next week, Upper Dublin will play host to Philadelphia Central next Thursday at 7 p.m. at the Cardinals' Nest. We took the trip down Broad Street to Central last year, and they're going to visit us at Cardinal Stadium this year, so look forward to that. If you see this before then, come on out, support the team. It's on Thursday night at 7 p.m. And then going even deeper into the schedule, Upper Dublin has a bye week. They get the first week of school off, and they're back in action on the 14th against Horsham. I hope. Yes, indeed. They're playing Horsham at home.
Tucker and Wilson back to receive the kick from Barbera.
I wonder how long Mike Slivka is going to play quarterback in this game until Coach Stover brings in the second and possibly third string quarterback at this point. 21-0. The kick is picked up, and he tries to break some tackles, and Upper Dublin's all over him. 22.
Tucker is wrestled down.
Excuse me, it was Isaiah Tucker there. 5'9", 165. Small body to be returning
Ball
kicks.
marks at the Eagles' 34-yard line.
Thought he was going to get a little shifty there, and Upper Dublin was having none of that. Why am I broadcasting it by old self? I'm not so much better than this. We see Rossman in on the defense, Jake Rossman, and Micah Bootman at corner. Jason Scott, Johnny Colbrenner. A lot of underclassmen out here right now. I wonder if that's because of the score or just because this is how we're going to see games go this year. But it's good to have depth, and we haven't had it in years past, and it's good that the coaching staff is comfortable with putting these kids in to the, I would say, the Friday night lights, but there are no lights here. The give in the backfield. Diving tackle missed. Stays in bounds. And is going to be just short of the first down. And a flag on the play. Late flag.
We have a flag on the play.
We're awaiting the call. Could we have a sideline violation? And it looks like they're going to call
personal foul against the Cardinals.
Personal foul. He pointed to his head, so it was something regarding a helmet.
Gain.
Wow. 15 yards added on there. Oh, is it a double? No, they were just reinforcing it. And a big gain there.
Move the ball to the
Flips
Cardinals,
the field, and it
42
flips the
yard
field,
line.
and flips the field, and puts the ball on the Cardinals' 42-yard line.
1st and 10, Eagles.
I didn't see exactly what happened there, but that's a huge turn of events for Norristown. First down, and they're on the other side of the field. Dinolfi takes the snap. And he's wrapped up by Micah Bootman. Got right back there, got his legs, and took him down.
And this squad, there was a lot of these kids on the team last year, but the youth of this team is great. That was a sophomore making that tackle there. There are a few sophomore out on the field right now. Him, Johnny Colbrenner, a lot of juniors on this team. They aren't too young, but there is a lot of youth on this team, and they're going to keep this team going for years to come.
Empty backfield for Dinolfi. Sophomore takes the snap, and Johnny Colbrenner. Oh, and he's taken down in the backfield. Johnny Colbrenner made first contact, and Novak finished the job. Pinned them back 20 yards at their own 40-yard line. An explosive defensive play by Upper Dublin.
And just like that, within the course of 2 plays, they were right back to where they were at the time of that penalty. They're on the opposite side of the 50 now, and there's not much they can do now but throw the ball.
You remember that 4th and 28 from the Eagles? I mean, you don't, but it happened before we were born. But it is
3rd and 22.
3rd and 22 for Norristown. I would pass if I were them, personally.
I'd try it out, yeah.
Haven't seen a lot of it, but they might have to go here. Dinolfi getting rushed, and he is going to be dragged down by Upper Dublin. That is Novak again. And also Johnny Colbrenner.
Colbrenner again.
Even larger loss of yards for Norristown. And 2 straight sacks, 2 straight plays, and Norristown's going to be forced to punt.
4th and 27 for the Eagles. Santino back to punt.
Santino back to punt. Claps for it, jumps for it, and boots it away. Kid's got a leg. Roselli's going to take this return. Finds the outside, jukes, and he's going to be hit out of bounds.
Roselli on the
And the
return.
punter was in on the tackle there. And his coach is not too happy with him on the sideline.
Ball marked at the Cardinals' 45-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Cards.
McCary split out on the bottom of the screen. Reap at the top. Roselli alone in the backfield until Rossman comes sprinting out to stand to Slivka's left. And that's going to be a flag. What do you even call that?
I'm not sure, but look, there was a miscommunication on the offense, obviously. They're going to call it a false start. Is that going to be on Rossman for running out? Are they going to call his movement a false start? Or was there something on the line?
Marches him back to the 40-yard
Possibly.
line.
It looked like he got out there a little bit after his teammates.
1st and 15
A little late to the party. But we've seen some big plays. I have no doubt Upper Dublin can manage this distance. The toss to the left to Roselli, who finds a hole and gets back to the line of scrimmage for a gain of 5.
Slivka's pitch to Roselli. Gets him beyond the original line of scrimmage. 2nd 2nd and 9 for the Cards.
Rossman to Slivka's right. Fakes it to Rossman, looks over the top to Balasa, eats up a hit and falls forward to the 40 for a first down.
Once again, Slivka finds Balasa over the middle. Great play. He had a lot of room in front of him, able to almost break a tackle, pick up a couple yards after the hit, and they picked up the first down to the 40-yard line.
Balasa doesn't look like a big kid on camera, but he is big and has the power to run over anybody who gets in his way. Clock is ticking at about 4 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in this first half of play, where it has been all Upper Dublin. And Johnny Kolbrenner lined up behind Slivka with Rossman to his right. The give is to Kolbrenner up the middle. Kolbrenner shakes some tacklers and gets to the 34, and a helmet-to-helmet. Upper Dublin wants it, Quinton Durr wants it, and the refs do not call it. And if it was that obvious, I'm surprised it wasn't called with all the concussion protocol actions being put into place, especially in high school football.
Yeah, it's very dangerous when a helmet-to-helmet can occur. But Johnny Kolbrenner, you can see that run there. He presumably is the running back of the future for this team. Growing up, that's his position. Him and Micah Bootman are going to be the running back tandem in the future, and they're going to be dangerous in the next couple years.
Slivka trying to draw Norristown off sides. Rossman gets the carry up the middle and gets a gain of 3. The sophomores come out and the seniors come in. It's Novak and Roselli.
Rossman on the carry. Into 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3 for Upper Dublin. McCary split out wide on the bottom of the screen. Trips left with Reap, Balasa, and Roselli. Novak, the lone back. The give is to Novak, and he gets through the hole for a first down, and he tries to keep running, eats up a tackle, and falls at the 20-yard line for an Upper Dublin first down. And we're really starting to see what Novak is capable of.
With power like that, it's just a matter of time before he finds himself in the back of the end zone. He's quick, he's strong, he's able to break through tackles. It's only his first year, but he's looking like a seasoned veteran out here on the field.
Not a natural like Bootman was, but with size and skill like he has, he's going to shape up to be a pretty good fullback for this Cardinals offense. Trips right, Roselli, Balasa, and McCary. The give up the middle to Novak again, and we have a helmet come off, and English is going to have to come off for a play. Looks like Upper Dublin is not too happy with the way Norristown is playing on defense. Little chippy out there, possibly not abiding by the rules. I can't say that, though. I'm not there. But Upper Dublin's going to try to punch it in the end zone nonetheless. 2nd and 7 from the 15. No, doesn't make sense. Receivers split on each side. Slivka across the middle, too high, intended for a reap, and he knew it as soon as it came out of his hand that it was too high for reap. Reap listed as 5'8". That is generous for Nolan Reap.
That is pretty generous. He's a small guy, but he is explosive, and he does have hands. He's able to catch the ball. He would have had a lot of room to run if that pass connected. Unfortunately, it sailed over his head.
And we're getting pointed to. What are they pointing at? What happened to 2-2?
Timeouts?
No.
3rd and 7.
3rd and 7 for Upper Dublin. Slivka fires, nearly caught in the end zone. Intended for...
This pass is
I
incomplete.
can't tell who that was intended for. And they're going to bring out the field goal unit well within Barbera's range.
Makes it 4th and 7.
The pass was intended for Lucas Roselli. Couldn't get it. Outstretched arm.
Barbera on the field to attempt a field goal.
You don't see a lot of field goals attempted in high school football. Let's see what Barbera can do here. Snap good, hold good, kick good, and up and no good.
And the field goal attempt is no good.
Well, it looks like I spoke too soon.
With
Turnover on
1:14
downs, it will be.
left in the half,
And Norristown will take over on their
41
own
your Norristown Eagles, 0.
20-yard line. Charlie, I have to ask you, what is the score for it to be a running clock? Is it 35 or 25?
I didn't even know there was a rule. I have no idea.
It happened a lot in 2016, but actually 2015, but I think it might be 25. So we're not going to have a running clock just yet. But Upper Dublin, and the scoreboard went black. You hate to see it. Timeout, Norristown.
Timeout. Timeout charge to the Eagles.
We're going to take a quick timeout. When we come back, the last minute and 14 seconds of this first half of play where it's been all Upper Dublin. We are back for the last minute and 14 seconds here of the first half of play. And Upper Dublin's coach is already vacating the box. They don't need to be up there. They are ready to go back to the locker room and figure out what they want to do with the second half. Dinolfo rolling. Scott. And, that could have been picked off there by Roselli.
Dinolfo's pass is incomplete. Intended receiver number 42, Tyson King.
Coach Winters and Coach Wall have seen enough. They're going to head back to the sideline and just get a head start to the locker room. But we are going to stay. Minute and 8 seconds in the first half. A lot of underclassmen out there for Upper Dublin. Dinolfo takes a snap. The run is up the middle, and he gets bottled up and wrapped and taken down. Rashidi Santos.
Dinolfo's hand off to Santos. Gain of a yard. 3rd and 9 for the Eagles.
I'm kind of surprised Norristown's just not going to take a knee and just head back into the locker room, because at this point I think they need a fresh start. Down 21-0. Maybe they're going to go long, Hail Mary type stuff here. We'll have to watch and see. Dinolfi in the gun, 25 seconds and counting. Takes a snap. He's looking. He throws it. Double move. Got Bootman beat, but the throw was not on point. Incomplete, intended for Christian Thomas.
13, Christian Thomas. Makes it 4th and 9 for the Eagles. Santino back to punt.
And they're going to punt it with 16.8 seconds left. Roselli might want to make a quick house call, and he tries to throw it. Oh my God, are you kidding me? And Roselli's the only one there. He's going to try. Jesus. Hubert running and gets tackled by Roselli. Lucas Roselli, the Hawk. And with 3.3 seconds left, Norristown has the ball. with a huge gain. Oh, why is the referee pointing the other way?
Pass is complete to number 11, Gerald Herbert.
I don't think that was designed. I think that was a great punt rush by Upper Dublin.
Timeout.
And they
starts
called
Eagle.
timeout. They're going to have to draw up one last play here, and Dave Sowers is not happy about that on the sideline.
And no matter what it was, whether a lucky play or well drawn up play, it was a better play by Lucas Orzelli. He had no idea what was going to happen. He thought a punt was coming his way. He's able to run all the way down, beat some blockers, and make a tackle down the far end. It was a very weird play that just happened. I'm not sure. The Norristown sideline looks surprised by it. I don't know if it was drawn up or not. Coach Sowers for Upper Dublin definitely looks. He's not happy with that play.
No, not at all. Definitely. Why would you be happy with that, to be honest? But, I mean, all props go to Roselli. Saving a touchdown there. He was alone with 4 blue jerseys surrounding him, trying to block him and usher the ball carrier to the end zone. And Roselli would have none of that. He was going to stop them one way or another, and he came up with a stop, and it leads to Norristown having one chance, one play to get into the end zone from the Cardinals 19, and they bring in Slivka at free safety. Upper Dublin trying to keep a blank slate at least in this first half. They have time for one play. Dinolfi takes a snap. Fade to the back of the end zone, and Bootman breaks it up with zeros on the clock. We're going to head into the locker room. Upper Dublin up by 21-0, blank slate for the defense. Stay tuned. We'll be right back with the second half of play here from Norristown Area High School.
Oh boy, there are so many classes to choose from. I don't know which one to pick.
Do you want to know the best class to join this year?
Of course. I think I will join the UDTV.
Welcome back to Norristown Area High School. We are here in the Bobby Kane press box, and we are set for the second half to kick off. Upper Dublin leading 21-0. And the kick is away, and Bootman is going to field it at the 15. Cuts back, puts his head down, and is going to fall at the 20. Looks like the 29-yard line, and we're going to see the offense take the field, and it looks like Coach Stover is going to stay with Mike Slivka. You know, first week of the season, got to get him used to being under these Friday night no lights. Am I right or am I right?
Yeah, you're right. I mean, he's only going to get better with experience. practice is going to help out a lot, but when you're in real game situations, that only helps more. And if you're worried about the score being up 3 touchdowns and the whole injury aspect of it, Slivka hasn't been hit once this game so far, so it's not a bad strategy keeping him in.
I would knock on wood, but everything in this press box is metal, so. Why do you have to say that, Charlie?
You said it first.
You know it's your fault, right? That was your fault.
I'll apologize to him later.
Mike and Charlie, great friends from childhood, played together for years in the league, and now, they've gone separate paths, but still keep in touch once in a while.
Loss of 10 on the play.
Oh my God! Loss of 10 yards for Upper Dublin. 2nd and 20. Bring out the big guns. Receivers split. Haynes on the near side along with Zlotnikov. Slivka calling audibles at the line. Roselli in motion. The give is to Roselli. Roselli trying to find the corner.
No! Yeah! Yeah, that's going back! That's going back!
Roselli knocked out of bounds.
Flag on the play. Let's wait to see what happened there. Roselli looked like he found the corner. And now there's a kid who really wants to fight, but he has to be held back. That would be Hill trying to pick a fight.
We have a holding call against the Cardinals.
Holding on Upper Dublin. And that's going to push them back even further. It's going to be 3rd and 30 for Upper Dublin. Wow.
Down to the 9-yard line.
Some would say GG's in the chat on that one. 2nd and, let's see, 10, 20. 2nd and about 30 yards.
2nd and 30.
Yep, 2nd and 30. You hate to see it. Slivka takes the snap. The give is to Novak, and he's hit and dropped at the 10.
Novak on the carry.
3rd down here. Upper Dublin has to be looking to pass.
No gain on the play. 3rd and 30 for the Cardinals.
3rd and 30. Slivka definitely has the arm. Just see what the play is. Zlotnikov split on the near side. Scott on the far side. Novak and Roselli in the backfield. Slivka takes the snap, and Roselli is bottled up at near the goal line, and it is going to be a big 4th down situation here for Upper Dublin.
In for the tackle.
Where, let's see what Upper Dublin does here. Flag on the play. Let's see what the call is. Where is the white hat? Where is that man? And it looks like Upper Dublin's going to get some yards here. We have, looks like a personal foul.
We have a personal foul against the Eagles.
Personal foul against Norristown is going to give Upper Dublin some better field position. I believe, did they replay 3rd down in that situation, or is it still 4th?
I think it happened after the play, so they're going to keep it 4th down.
Looks like Upper Dublin's going to keep the offense on the field. Offense on the field. Much more manageable distance. Wow, 15 yards. And Upper Dublin has the ball now at the 24-yard line for 4th and it looks like 7? 6? 4th and 6.
4th and 16 for the Cardinals.
16?
You're looking at the wrong.
I'm looking at the wrong one. 4th and 16, and the punting unit comes out. Well, not what we wanted to see in the first possession of the 2nd half. Barbera back for a big punt, and what's happening? They want the clock to run? What's the deal? Whistles. You know, I said this 2 years ago, but I think the ref needs to wear a walkie-talkie to the press box so they know what they want to do. But it looks like they want to run the clock now.
Larry Hill back to receive the punt.
Hill back to receive. Barbera back to punt. He's going to need a big one here. Snap good. Punt blocked. It is at the Norristown 45. Excuse me, the Cardinal 45, giving Norristown short field to work with in their first offensive possession of the second half.
Yeah, definitely not the way they wanted to come out in the second half. They were brought back 20 yards, able to bring it back up maybe 15 with a penalty, and then from there they got a blocked punt, and now really good field position for the Eagles. They're going to need to step it up on defense, try to get a stop here on the first possession for the Eagles in the second half.
The big goose egg on the scoreboard. The big goose egg on the scoreboard for Norristown. Upper Dublin wants to keep it that way.
Get your 50 tickets, 50 tickets out.
Kirk Wilson in the eye. Dinafoli under center. Takes the snap, and he's going to roll to his left, and he's going to get brought down at the 47 for a loss of 3.
Loss of 4 on the
Loss of 4, excuse me.
2nd and 14.
Just want to give a quick shout out to Norristown for giving us this entire side of the press box. It's a little crammed over there on the left, but we have a lot of space to stretch our legs, spread our arms, and just have a good time broadcasting this game. So thank you to Norristown Area School District for the accommodations here in the Bobby Kane press box. 2nd and 14 for Norristown. 3 receivers, top of the screen. Looks right. Pass complete to number 29. Travis Cummings.
Pass is complete to number 29.
Gets a few back.
So now, other than that weird fake punt, maybe accidental punt play, was that the first completed pass of the night?
50-50 tickets. It's a blue ticket. Blue ticket. The amount is 100.
We're going to take a break. We'll be right back on UDTV. Back after that quick injury timeout for Upper Dublin, and Norristown right back on offense. Mike Slifka pulling the Coach Stover approach, standing away from the rest of the team, just watching the plays unfold, but it just so happens to be joined by Coach Stover over there. 3rd down and long for Norristown. Receivers 3 on the near side. Ganalfo looking deep. No fly zone for Selvin Haynes. Do not want to throw it there.
Number 4, Gabe Randall.
Selvin Haynes playing phenomenal defense in tonight's contest.
Yeah, I feel like we're going to be seeing that a lot this year. He's fast, able to keep up with most receivers on any team. That time he was right in the face of the receiver, unable to, not letting him get it even a hand on the ball, had his hand in the face the whole time.
Great. I can't commend corners enough for what they do and the skill they have in making sure they don't get called for PIs when defending the pass. They do it every play, and they manage to, I mean, most of the time not get called for anything because everything's healthy. 4th down, no noise here. I thought their PA announcer would hype them up for this, but not the case. 4th down, Upper Dublin looking to rush. The high snap, Upper Dublin in pursuit, and he falls on the ball, touchdown at the 40, and just like that, Upper Dublin gets the ball at the Norristown 40 in a wild change of events.
Yeah, they get it right back. Unfortunate events. Turned the ball over last time didn't turn it over, but gave Norristown the ball on the last drive, and now they get it right back on a bad snap.
You hate to see that. And Slifka stays on the field. Haynes and Zlotnikov on the near side. Rossman in the backfield. Slivka looking left. He hits, that would be number 13, Jason Scott, his first target and catch of the night. And a quick 10-yard reception, first down.
Ball's marked at the Eagles' 30-yard line.
Snap, looking left again. Scott, same play, different result. Only gets 5 there, but a gain of yards for Jason Scott.
Complete to Jason Scott. Gain of 4 on the play. 2nd and 6 for the Cards.
Fake, the give is to Rossman up the middle, and he is going to get swarmed by a lot of blue jerseys. Great job by him to keep his hands on the ball and make sure nobody got to it.
Big stop by the Eagles. Roseman on the carry.
Ball security, was a big issue in this game early with 2 fumbles, but teams have cleaned it up since then. Upper Dublin still leads 21-0, 6:26 remaining in this third quarter, where we have seen a few mistakes, but just a lot of bad football. Rossman, the lone back. Slivka drops. Fires way too high for Brian McCary. He is not happy with that one.
Intended receiver number 11, Brian McCary.
You know, when it's your first season as quarterback, oh my God. When it's your first season as quarterback, you're not always going to be extremely accurate and even be to your potential. We're going to take a quick timeout. We'll be right back after this. We are back after that quick injury timeout. 4th down for the Cardinals here. Slivka dropping back, surveying the field, and incomplete, intended for Roselli. And we have some unsportsmanlike after the play by Santino, and the ref is telling the sideline that was not okay. A little after the play chatter, but turnover on downs nevertheless.
Slivka not looking like himself coming out of the half here. He's missed 2 throws in a row, 1 high, 1 low. The last one was a little bit behind Roselli too. Nothing to be concerned about. It just might be he went cold in the locker room.
Coaches always say, stay warm, stay warm. That's what warm-ups are for. It looks like he just got a cold spell. Special shout out to our sponsor, NyQuil. Just kidding. Not that kind of cold. Donalfo in the gun. And excuse me, it was a Wildcat, maybe. And looks like they have someone else taking the snap. Daniel Watson, the senior, 6 foot, 195, and it looks like he's going to take over at the quarterback position. Nick Dinalfi, I guess, won the position war at the beginning of the season, the sophomore, and now Watson is out there, the senior, calling the plays. Let's see what he can do. Three receivers to his left. Rolling. Johnny Colbrenner's all over him, and he throws it. Oh my.
Watson pass is complete. To number 22, Larry Hill.
Larry Hill. I don't know what's happening with his but they've had a few throws that have just been extremely lucky.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that one only brought them back not too far past the line of scrimmage. But yeah, you got to give it to them. They're getting really lucky tonight. I don't know. The first play might have been drawn up. That one, I know that was not what they wanted to do. But, you got to give it to the quarterback, making something out of nothing.
Johnny Colbrenner has got to wrap him up sooner than that, not give him that much time to throw. But it's still a sophomore, a lot of time to work on it. Watson rolling right. And nearly picked off by Brian McCary, but Zlotnikov got back there to get in his head. And McCary's going to want that one back.
There's another play. You saw Colbrenner flew right past the offensive lineman, got right to the quarterback. The quarterback scrambled a little. Colbrenner never actually hit him. But on most plays that Colbrenner's been in, he's been able to get right into the backfield and cause some disturbance to the quarterback.
And they're going to go 4th and 6 here for Norristown. And are they going to keep the offense on the field? What? Is this like their backup punter? Maybe a fake? I don't know, but Upper Dublin has 2 men back. Yeah, this guy's definitely not a punter. Norristown calls timeout. They have no clue what they're doing. We're going to step aside. We'll be right back with 4:19 remaining in the third.
Let that get in your belly and piss you off a little bit. All right, come back and work hard on Monday. Call me on 3. 1, 2, 3.
If the bitch get a bad from it, then I never call her. Now she tripping, going crazy, nigga, tell her let her bubble. OG see me coming through and they say that's a baller. That's a baller. That's a nigga out in front of bottom, really in that order. Make a call, bring them pants down. Smoking loud like some ransom. Who's looking when they come around now? Cause they know me really got the crown now. Put my mask on, put the crown down, turn up. When it come to action, I'm looking out with me screaming murder. I'm singing all in all, I'm still through. Call them play like a audible.
Go! Santino back to punt. Clap, a high snap. Colbrenner, oh my, nearly blocked. Definitely got a piece of it there. And
Get it, that's us! That's us! Run!
And Norristown wants the football, but Upper Dublin has it. No instant replay in high school.
Griffin hit his leg!
Unpopular opinion amongst fans.
The ball is down on the Cardinals' 49-yard line.
Upper Dublin takes over on offense.
1st and 10 cards.
First down from midfield. Zlotnikov lined up on the near side. Slivka, give to Roselli. Roselli finds a hole. Gets a block. Gets gain of 7.
Gain of 6 on the play.
6.
2nd and 4 for the Cards.
Roselli behind Slivka. Novak to his left. Slivka takes a snap to give to Roselli once more. Roselli finds enough room to get through for the first down.
Roselli on the carry.
No, I have to say, this game isn't too hype. I mean, team's down 21. It's really just play, run another play. There's really not that much energy here at this Norristown Stadium.
Yeah, and a lot of running plays, too. It always gets fans excited when you get a deep throw or throw and a catch and a run. Running plays that just go for 5 or 6 yards. What was that?
No, miscommunication there. Slivka going to try to turn garbage into gold. But he gets back to the line of scrimmage.
He turned garbage into trash.
Also, the PA announcer just called him Slavika. Just go there.
All right.
Slivka. Slivka. No,
No gain on the play.
So he turned garbage into garbage. Because nothing too bad, nothing too good. That was weird there.
2nd and 10 for the Cardinals.
It's a good thing Slivka caught that. Because that could have been even worse. give is to Roselli once again. Finds another hole and falls forward for 5.
Roselli on the carry.
But as you were saying, these quick rushes for like 5 yards are not too exciting. Connor English. Under 2 minutes remain in the third. Snap, fake, long throw, wide open, Jason Scott, and he gets tackled at the 3-yard line. And flag, or, yeah, there is a flag on the play. Upper Dublin knows that it's on them. Norristown has yet to realize. Holding on the offense. That's going to bring him back.
That's a tough play there. It was a beautifully drawn up play. Little pump fake, faked out the defender, and then Jason Scott just kept running towards the goal line. It was a little underthrown, but it did get them in great position. That's a hard one to get taken back.
10 yards from the infraction. Ball's now marked at the Eagles' 48-yard line. Third and 18 for the Cardinals.
3rd and 18 for Upper Dublin. Haynes back in the game after a quick leg scare. Zlotnikov split out wide as well. Scott in motion across the formation. Slivka rolling right. Redirect, and he's going to try to find some room to run. He's going to be brought down back at the line of scrimmage. Slivka not looking like himself in the second half.
Tackle.
No, yeah, he was looking really good in the first half. Came out just a little cold in the second half. His legs were a lot better in the first half. That one got him out of some trouble, but only brought him back to the line of scrimmage. And looks like they're going to punt now.
I mean, as the season goes on, they'll get more comfortable with, their moves and what they're doing. But right now, it looks like they're still getting their figurative and literal legs under them.
And right now, it's preseason football season for the NFL. These guys don't have that. They had one scrimmage, and they went right into their first game.
And Barbera barely gets that one away, and it is received at the 10. Kolbrenner misses a tackle. Bootman misses a tackle, and now the whole gang brings them all the way back down to the 15, I'm sorry.
On the reception. Check that on the return.
First down for Norristown from their own 19-yard line with 11 seconds left in this third quarter.
Ball's marked on the Eagles' 18-yard line. First and 10 for the Eagles.
Sorry this broadcast isn't that exciting. The first half was a lot more energetic. By us, by the teams, everyone. Watson under center in the I formation. Watson rolling right. And he gets taken down by Micah Bootman.
Complete to Zaire Haynes for an Eagles first down.
What I'm guessing is in the first half they try to use their running as much as they can. They start the quarterback they started earlier, Denolfi. And then once it comes down, they're now down 21-0. I think Watson is now their throwing quarterback. They've thrown every drive that they've had since he came in.
That's going to do it for the third quarter. 12 minutes of football. Upper Dublin up by 21. Don't go anywhere. We have one more quarter of play after this.
This is UDTV.
Welcome back, football fans, to the fourth and final quarter of tonight's matchup between the Eagles of Norristown and the Cardinals of Upper Dublin. Norristown trying to get something on the board, erase their big old 0 on the scoreboard right now, and Upper Dublin is going to try to stop that. Nothing would be better than to start the season with a wipeout, shutout. Watson on the run and gets nothing. Selden's still hurting his ankle from this beast season, and Logan Himes' dad just said that. Selden's still fucking hurt.
No gain on it, bro. Second and 10 for the Eagles.
Yeah, Selden's been off. After that no gain, second down for Norristown. Trips left. Haynes to the right. Zaire Haynes, that is. Watson takes the snap, dropping, feeling the rush, and gets brought down by a swarm of Cardinals. Rossman on top.
Watson is sacked.
And we have another player down the field. We're going to take a quick injury timeout. I'll be right back.
We have an injury on the
After that
third and 19
quick
for the Eagles.
cramp timeout,
Ball right at the 31-yard
ball
line.
at the 31, third and very long for Norristown. Watson takes the snap, looking, he fires it deep in a tight spiral, and it is caught over Brian McCary, and possible pass interference right there, caught at the 25.
It
was-
a flag on the play.
If the pass interference is called, then this kind of all goes down the drain. But it was good defense by Brian McCary. Just perfectly placed ball.
Nothing much you can do there.
Yeah, Watson is starting to look like he has a really good arm, and it might have been a good idea to put him in other than Dinolfi.
You mean like maybe start him, because that might have been a good idea. Holding on Upper Dublin. Penalties declined.
Pass interference call against
It was not pass interference, you're wrong.
For Eagles, first down. Ball right at the 29-yard line. First and 10 for the Eagles.
First and 10 for Norristown at the 29, Upper Dublin. Looking for a big stop here, try to keep them out of the end zone. Haynes, the lone back, next to Watson. Takes a snap, drops, looking long, fade to the end zone. Caught over Roselli for the touchdown. Oh, excuse me. They're going to keep him short. Wow.
To Christian Thomas. Ball will be right at the 1-yard line.
Not a touchdown. The scoreboard went black. You know, I'd have to concur with that fan. Looked like very much a touchdown.
We're not going to complain. It helps us out a little bit, but we did say it in the beginning of the game. That is number 13, Christian Thomas, 6'4", 215 junior. He didn't do much in the first half, but he's had 2 great catches right here, amassing probably about 70 yards in 2 plays.
Quick timeout here for Norristown, but we are going to stay, Upper Dublin calls a timeout, but we are going to stay with you here through this one. Coach Sauer, the one that called this timeout. Coach Stover keeping on his customary staying away from everybody, just chilling over there.
In all of the fall sports. All games will be at Upper Marion with the exception of the football game. That will be here. Next Friday, 8:31.
Upper Dublin, I think Coach Sowers might want them to try to get a goal line stand here. That would be huge on the 1-yard line.
It would. It's very difficult, but I mean, you never know.
And even if Norristown does score here, it could be too little too late with Upper Dublin leading 3 scores.
So now Say Norristown does score here. Is this something like basketball where you want to keep it to yourself, try to run the clock out and not let the other team score? Or if you're Upper Dublin, do you go down and try to score as fast as possible and make it harder for them to come back?
I'd say they definitely go for a few run plays, but if they can't get a first down, they're going to have to go to the air because Mike Slifka's specialty is throwing the ball. He is a mobile quarterback, but he's not known for the run. And Johnny Colbrunner with the wheels off the field. Jumbo set for Norristown. Goal line formation. Upper Dublin looking for a stop on the 1. Watson going to try to punch it in. He's stopped initially, and he
Watson on the keeper.
breaks the plane in for the touchdown. He stopped initially, and he broke the plane right afterwards. Not a great defensive possession there for Upper Dublin. They're going to look to bounce back when they get the ball back. Let me tell you, the way Norristown's been kicking it tonight, if they make this, I don't know, I might give you like $1 or something.
I'll take it. I'm waiting for the water.
Nearly blocked, and it's through. Can't say it brought much money, but I will say Ryan Jameson did a great job there diving, nearly got a hand on the ball, but didn't. Norristown put it through, and the lead decreases to 14. Yeah. Do you think Norristown's going to go for an onside kick here?
Wouldn't be a bad idea.
Maybe. Upper Dublin's going to have to keep their foot on the gas. Try to get another score. They've been held scoreless since heading into the locker room.
Set the kick for the Eagles. Roselli on return.
Boom! Is that an onside, maybe? Colbrenner receives the kick, dips a little. He's still going and falls out at the 40.
Colbrenner on the return.
It's not.
Ball is marked at the 42-yard line of the Cardinals.
It's not.
First and 10 for the Cardinals.
I know that. I was just saying that when we had the big
No, it could have been.
That's cool. Thanks.
No problem. Slifka in the gun. Give is to Roselli. Breaking tackles, doing a waltz, and he's going to be brought down by a swarm of Eagles.
Roselli on the carry.
Roselli not known to run between the tackles last year, but this year he's taken on a new role with the absence of Malik Bootman.
Gain of 5.
Yeah, he's the start guy in that backfield now. There's a fullback in Mason Novak, but the halfback position is all Lucas Roselli right now. You might be able to see Colbrenner take a couple snaps, but it's Lucas Roselli's position right now.
Novak to Slivka's right, Roselli behind him. Going to give it to Roselli again. Novak being a bully on the block over there, and Roselli falls forward for the first down.
Roselli on the carry.
Mason Novak just threw around Kirk Wilson like he was a rag doll on that block.
Gives the Cards another first down. Ball marked at the Eagles 46-yard line.
Two receivers set. Slifka standing in midfield. Give to Roselli once again. Finds a hole. Lucas Roselli cuts back. He's still going. And he shakes some tackles. And he's still on his feet. And he falls forward to the 18-yard line. A great run there by Lucas Roselli. Staying on his feet, staying shifty, and eluding the tacklers.
There's got to be something on him. He's looking slippery out there. These guys are trying to bring him down. They're just sliding right off him. It's a great run there. He's able to break free of a couple tackles, find a big hole created by the offensive line, some great blocking. And he's able to break some defenders and get all the way down to about past the 20-yard line.
We're going to take a quick injury timeout here for Norristown. We'll be right back after this. The clock was just running there. I don't know why. The ref didn't blow his whistle. Maybe he did. First down for Upper Dublin in Norristown territory. Slivka gives it to Novak, who finds a hole, gets to the outside, and pulls his way to the 10-yard line.
Novak on the carry.
Coach Wall is going to be loving what he sees out of Johnny Kohlbrenner, his baseball prodigy, and now he's out there on the football field.
Yeah, Coach Wall coaches both of those teams. He's going to spend a lot of time with Kohlbrenner over the next couple of years.
Second and short for Upper Dublin. Looks like the line of scrimmage is at the 11-yard line. Slivka. The give is to Novak, who puts his head down and is pushing his way. He stays on his feet, and he gets down to about the 3-yard line on that carry. It's going to be good enough for a first down, just shy of the goal line.
It might just be me. You think the ball's going right back to him this time?
Maybe.
Find out. I'll give you $1 back if they don't.
Well, it looks like he's going to maybe. Oh, no, wow. Going with the jumbo package here. Novak and Rossman. And it looks like they're going to bring in Kohlbrenner, too. No, I lied. We got Slivka, Novak, Rossman, and Roselli behind them all. Slivka, the give is to Roselli, no surprise, in for the touchdown. Lucas Roselli takes the lead blocks from the big bodies of Novak and Rossman and finds his way into the end zone, and it is silent here on the Norristown side of the stands.
Beautiful play there. I did call it wrong. I thought it was going back to Novak. But either way, they ran it in 3 yards. Great blocking. It was a great call having two fullbacks with Novak and Rossman in there to help block. And it results in another score pending the kick. It's good. It is now 28-7 in favor of the Cardinals.
28-7 it is.
6:38 left in the fourth.
6:38 remaining in the fourth. I feel like Coach Stover is going to might as well just keep the starters in for the rest of the game, because there's only 6 minutes left. But Upper Dublin finds themselves back up by 21 points. Kickoff team running out on the field now for Upper Dublin. They're going to look to boot this one away. Chris Barbera's been pretty busy tonight. Kickoffs, punts, extra points, field goal attempt. He's been a busy guy. You know, in the Super Bowl, we only saw legendary punter Donnie Jones one time. He only punted once. So this game, our punts are staying busy. And the kick is away, end over end, fielded at the 10-yard line. And he's wrapped up right across the 25. Looked like that was McCary on the tackle, possibly. And we see Haynes come back out to play corner.
Ball is marked at the 26-yard line of the Eagles.
They don't need it. That's just dumb. He's going to hurt himself even more. Oh, Adam Overton's one. Jesus Christ. Are you serious? Yeah. Oh, we're going to field day this one. Watson back out, calling the plays for Norristown. Takes a snap. Delayed handoff? I don't know. He still has the ball. He gets tackled for a loss.
Not really sure what they were trying to do. I think maybe a play action. But whatever happened, the defensive line of Upper Dublin just got their way too fast and brought them down for a loss of 5.
This game is tiring. Let me tell you.
2nd and 15.
Only 7 o'clock. We've been here for 2 hours. Upper Dublin leading by 3 scores as we pass the halfway point of the 4th quarter. Second and 15 for Norristown. Watson takes a snap, rolls to his right, looking long, picked off by Brody Balassa, right into his hands. He has the ball, and Upper Dublin takes possession at the Norristown 25. What a turn of events.
Yeah, they needed that. Their defense, the cornerbacks weren't doing much. They were letting up a lot of deep throws, a lot of catches. I think they needed that to get their head back in at the cornerbacks, the safeties. Great play there. Not the best throw from the quarterback, but Upper Dublin was able to capitalize on that.
And correct me if I'm wrong, Charlie, but not only is tonight starting the Slivka era, we start the campaign of junior Adam Overton. First time calling the shots ever in football, let alone at the high school level in a varsity game. And with 5 minutes and 33 seconds, who knows, he could just mess around and get a touchdown.
This has got to be awesome for him. His first year ever playing quarterback, and he is in there getting some plays in on the big-time field. You know, it's 7:15 here. Just, if there were lights here, it would be under the Friday night lights. But, you know, it's got to be fun for him.
For sure. Looks like they're bringing in the JV squad to come out here and finish this game off, maybe punch it in one more time. Wesley Sewell, number 21, keep an eye on him, rocking the Air Jordan cleats. You don't see those too often. It's a long time out. Courtney, come here. Quick, after the game, I want to run down on the field and shoot stuff on my phone. Okay. I might take the camera as well. Can you just pack up everything and then meet us down there? Yeah. All right. Thank you. Maybe. First down for Adam Overton with a short field. Takes the snap. Ooh, you hate to see that on the first play of the JV guys. Cody Dusing takes that carry and goes nowhere.
Overton's hands off to
Flag on the play, a little bit of extracurriculars afterwards. Looks like from Norristown. You know, if I were Adam Overton right now, I'd just go in the huddle and say, guys, I have no clue what I'm doing. But here's the play Coach Stover told me to run, kind of thing. You know what I mean?
You know, I just want to see one passing play for this kid. He's a great kid, one of my friends. You know, he deserves this. You know, he's been playing all of his life. He's never played quarterback. I want to see him just get one completion, maybe 20-yard touchdown.
That'd be pretty spectacular, if you know what I mean. Okay, so let's see if we actually get a real play here. Overton in the gun. Rossman to his right. Dusing behind him. Sewell on the near side. Overton takes the snap. The give to Rossman. Goes for the tilt-a-whirl. Falls forward for a gain of about 2. And it's going to bring up a big third dime here. Third dime. Brings up a big third down here for Adam Overton and this Upper Dublin offense. Third down here, Overton. Hopefully he goes through the air. We can see some fireworks, if you will. Overton takes the snap. The give is to Dusing, and he gets wrapped up in the backfield and dropped for a loss.
Santos on the tackle.
And it looks like they're going to bring out the field goal unit. This is a long field goal for a high school game.
Yeah, but Barbera has the boot. I had the pleasure of sitting next to him in chemistry last year. Football is his passion. It's what he really wants to do. I remember him telling me that he would want to do something with his friends, be like, I can't, got to go to the field, start kicking my field goals. He would bring 2 balls, kick them, and then go receive them himself.
Well, didn't even get the chance to do that because Nolan Reap had to fall on it, and Barbera didn't even get to swing his leg. Now we see the scout team defense running out onto the field for the last 3 minutes and 38 seconds of tonight's contest. We see that white number 2 jersey worn by another member of the Sowers family, Andrew Sowers, the sophomore, coming in at an astounding 5'6", 135, absolute unit roaming the secondary. And looks like Coach Sowers calls timeout maybe? Timeout Upper Dublin. We'll be right back for the final 3 minutes and 38 seconds of tonight's game right after this.
This is UDTV.
We are back for the final 3 minutes and 38 seconds. What feels like it's been an eternity. We've been here for 2.5 hours. The game's not over. Takes a snap. Looking long, looking deep. Spiral over the middle. Broken up by Dave Lashner. That was almost a gimme interception, but he couldn't get 2 hands on the ball. Stuck with the 1 and couldn't get it done. You saw what I did there, the alliteration.
I liked it.
Thanks. Second and 10. Watson, the senior, still in the game, takes the snap. It looks like they're just running the Hail Mary streaks play from Madden. The deep ball caught by number 4, and he's taken down to the 30-yard line. That was Gabe Randall, the senior, tight end, 6'3". Why haven't we seen more of him tonight?
Big gain on the play.
Looks like they're going to go with the up-tempo offense.
First and 10, Eagles.
Three minutes, 22 seconds, and counting left in tonight's game. You know, Watson throws a nice ball. I have no clue why Norristown didn't start him, because this could be a completely different game.
It could. These guys are getting down the field in a hurry when he throws the ball. They might have tried to get their running backs group some reps. I'm not sure.
Is the ball out? Looks like everyone's swarming. Maybe not.
Watson passes complete to Christian Thomas. Gain of 7.
Nice lateral pass there. Got 7 yards for the Cardinals. Excuse me, for the Eagles.
Second and 3 for the Eagles.
Watson in the gun. Looks right. finds number 5, who's going to be dragged down and flipped by Jaden Santangelo. Great. That was a textbook tackle right there. He picked up his guy and rolled him right over.
Yeah, it was a good play by the sophomore, yeah.
A lot of sophomores here. I don't know if they're going to do that every game or this is just because of the opponent, but the sophomores are really making a name for themselves. Third and manageable for Norristown. Watson in the shotgun. Takes the snap, dropping back, looking over the middle, fires to the end zone. Incomplete. Broken up by Jake Gondak. Had himself a day in the scrimmage versus Souderton. And had a nice pass break up there. 4th and long for Norristown. Minute 30, 4th and long. This could end it. Watson in the gun. Trips left. Takes a snap. Throws over the middle. Incomplete. And minute 26, Upper Dublin is going to take over on downs. And I don't know if they want to let Adam Overton run some plays or they're just going to take a knee here with a minute 26 remaining.
Ball is marked at the 25-yard line of the Cardinals.
Can you just hold that? It doesn't fit. Upper Dublin looks like they're going to come out in a set to run some plays. Maybe. Overton in the shotgun. I can't believe I'm saying that. Overton takes the snap. The give is to Rossman, who finds a hole up the middle. It's brought down for a gain of about 3.
Rossman on the carry.
Now, Charlie, as the clock ticks down, what's your big takeaway from tonight's game?
You know, honestly, I think it's going to have to be our wide receivers. You know what? I'm going to give it to Selvin Haynes and Lucas Roselli, all right? I think they showed a lot of what they can be, what they can do. Senior year is the year for them. They're finally the big guys on the team. They're always shadowed by either Malik Bootman or wide receivers like Ryan Bisaccio. This is their year to shine. I'm looking forward to see what they can do for the rest of the season.
Looks like they're going to have time to run one more play with 37 seconds. And looks like Adam Overton's prepared to take a knee. Yes, he is, and that is going to do it from Norristown Area High School as the clock runs down. Upper Dublin is going to take this one 28-7 on a lightless night here at Norristown Area High School. A lot of good things, a lot of things to work on, and at the end of the day, we're right back at it next Thursday against Philadelphia Central at Upper Dublin High School. On behalf of the entire Upper Dublin Broadcasting crew, my name is Brian Mermelstein. Special thanks to Charlie Hugg on color and Josh Portney on the camera. We will see you next Thursday at the Cardinals' Nest for some more Cardinal football here on UDTV. Take care, everybody.